Also on release next week, there's a music film that earned a remarkable $25 million in its first week in America. It's called Breakdance. It tells the story of a white dancer who joins a black breakdancing team who perform in Venice Beach, Los Angeles, and appear to me to live in a ghetto furnished by Habitat. The breakdancers take on the straight musical dancing establishment, and of course they become stars in the end. Here's a clip in which the white dancer, played by Lucinda Dickey, gets her first break.
Boy, do I have an idea. We'll put together our own act. What a team, the three of you and me as manager. She ain't no street dancer. She knows nothing about what we do. She can learn.
Yeah? How?
You can teach me.
We're asking for trouble. Man, now I know we're in trouble.
George, Wham have obviously been influenced by such black musical styles. Is there a film you'd recommend?
I don't know how to review this without being incredibly unkind to everybody involved, actually.
Incredibly unkind in that case.
Be incredibly unkind. Well, actually, my video machine chewed the tape up after about 15 minutes, so I've only got 15 minutes to go on here, right? But, I mean, basically, I think, like, it's quite a long time since Buffalo Girls came out, and I think soon after Buffalo Girls, all the amazing things you were ever going to see about breakdancing had been seen, and since then, like, people have had their necks broken, like, twisting on their heads and everything. I think it's all become very boring, but the thing is, because America's such a big place, it's American finance has suddenly caught up with breakdancing, and there's the money to put into films like this. It's just atrocious, really. What I saw of it was atrocious, but I only saw 15 minutes, so I think that's about enough from me.
It's got a happy ending.
Has it got a happy ending?
Yeah.
Well, surprise, surprise. Also, I think it's very, very much like the token, you know, white girl in the I mean, it's like, let's get all markets, let's get a white girl learning how to break dance and everything.
It struck me the sort of film we could have made in the last 20 years about anything at all, except it happened to be about breakdancing.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe I'd do it. Morrissey.
I found it really repellent. I found every aspect of the film repellent. I couldn't really understand Lucinda Dickey. She really confused me. She couldn't act. And she spoke so lowly throughout the whole thing.
Could she dance?
Well, no. I mean, no, she couldn't. I mean, the script was virtually invisible, and all the characters were so wooden. To me, it would have been okay, perhaps, as some kind of a documentary. As a feature film, it's hopeless.
And yet Americans are flocking to see it, and there are millions, it would seem. $25 million takings in a week. It's extraordinary.
Same with Footloose, and I literally have never seen a film as bad as Footloose. I went to America a couple of weeks ago, and we went to see it thinking we'd go to this packed cinema full of screaming kids and this film that was like Grease or something like that. And it was just so atrocious, I couldn't believe it. It was just terrible. But, I mean, it doesn't seem to mean anything anymore. Box office records don't mean anything.
Tony?
Well, I liked it. You see,
You did?
Yeah, I mean, I thought for what it was...
Great, well done.
I thought it was great. And I thought she had a most... She had a most gorgeous bum as well. Which I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to say that, but I said it. Look, I mean, I thought she did. I mean, absolutely gorgeous, and even for that, I'd go along and see it. And I thought she was quite a good dancer, but I thought breakdancing as well. I just love it. I think it's very clever. And there's a sequence which wasn't shown there, where a kid, he must have been about 10 years old, spinning around on his head. And I know it's dangerous, but, I mean, it was absolutely incredible. I thought the dancing was great.
So, did you really sit through the whole 2 hours of it?
Yeah, and I tell you what, the copy I had, the sound wasn't very good, and I still sat through it. I mean, OK, the acting's not very good, but when the dancing comes on, it's electric, I think. And I think it's very clever.
Didn't you find the script absolutely awful, though?
Who cares? I mean, we're
Well, there've
trying
been
to...
good rap films like, was it Wild Style last year? It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, we're trying to read something into this that isn't there. I think soul fans will enjoy it because the Rufus and Chaka Khan sequence, it was okay, but the music is quite fun.
It's not even very well filmed, Tony. The breakdancing isn't very well filmed.
No, I mean, it could have been better, but I think for what it is, it's just a bit of fun, and I think people will probably enjoy it. It's not one of the best films, no, of course not. But I thought the dancing is so electric, and it's something a bit different.
How long will this whole flow of dance film goes on? I mean, it's such a lot of them now, and they seem to be all much of a piece.
Yeah, I just enjoy dancing, really. This film, you're quite right, it wasn't filmed very well, but I think it will appeal to people.
I think, I mean, you know, I understand what you're talking about, but I think if you really wanted to see that entertainment and hear the music, because there's some good music on the soundtrack, you might as well go to a good club.
What about the music?
About the same price.
What about the music then? I mean, there's some Al Jarreau, there's a bit of
Al
Chaka Khan we saw
there.
there.
Yeah, there was a couple of tracks which I couldn't understand getting anywhere near a film as bad as that.
But there's some fairly mediocre stuff as well, surely.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you know, there's an awful lot of mediocre breakdancing music. You know?
That was just beat, though, wasn't it? I mean, they just had the beat going so they could dance to it. But I just thought the way they danced was incredibly good, and it will probably start off a whole new trend. I mean, I know there is a lot of, but it'll make it even bigger, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And breakdance can be seen in London, the South, West, and the Midlands from next week, and in the rest of the country in July.